Ladies and gentlemen, you're now tuned into the Mega Quan Show.
I am Mega.
And I am Quan. Welcome to the Mega Quan Show. We are here live and direct for another Tuesday episode of the Mega Quan Show.
Sure.
All right. We thoroughly appreciate y'all for tuning in. Most importantly, like and share and like.
All of the above.
If you would, please and thank you. Follow us, Instagram, Facebook,
and the YouTube.
Subscribe to our YouTube. Okay.
We're not on the TikToks yet.
Not on TikTok yet, but it's coming soon because we got something for the people, right?
We got something for the people.
We got something for the people.
We definitely got it.
So it's gonna be TikTok and Twitter. Yeah.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. So
social media empires.
Hey. You about to get it in, right? Hey, hold on. I didn't ask y'all. Did y'all repost?
I did just that, sir.
You did that? I didn't do that. I was busy manning the.
Did our production manager do it?
I was working.
He's awesome.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, right now. Can I share it? Post it.
There you go. You went in there.
That's off to the side for now. What you smoking, man?
I'm smoking something totally new. So I took me a trip down to Tulsa and went to a cigar bar down there, and they had this cigar called Muestra de Saca. It comes in this box. It looks like this.
A little coffin?
I don't know what that translates to, but maybe it means. No, I don't know. It says the wrapper on it had unstolen valor. So
you didn't research it?
I didn't research.
Okay.
That's what it says, actually. Unstolen valor on the box. So
I get it.
I don't know if Muestra de Saca translates to that, but that's what it says. Or it could just be the brand. I don't know.
It could be. Okay. Our production manager said that we sound a little choppy.
That's no good. Why do we sound choppy?
Let's see.
It looks like that feed might be.
All of a sudden, it just.
Yep.
Our
people there, tell us how we sound. Make sure we sound.
Keep talking. So you can see we sound good now.
I don't know.
I'm looking.
I sound good all the time, so I don't know what y'all.
Okay, we're fine now. Okay.
All right.
Maybe it was just because the wind is blowing. It's about to storm outside, and maybe it just got choppy a little. Okay.
Yeah, all of that.
Yeah, we don't look as smooth as we normally look. Yeah. It's okay though.
It's a little pixelated there.
Either way, we appreciate y'all for joining us. You know what I need to do to make sure? Oh no, I don't. I can go right here to make sure our people can hear us and see as well, right?
What you got to smoke on today, sir?
You asked that question, my friend. I have something that most people, they try to find all the time, and when you do find it, you grab all of them.
Got it.
Andalusian Bull, LFD.
That's a beautiful stick.
I know of a place.
Yeah, I bet you do.
I know of a place. So
it helps to be in the industry.
Oh, most definitely. So I'm excited about, taking a few pulls of this.
I see you don't have a drink yet. That's terrible. I'm sorry.
No. It's coming. I promise you. It's coming. Let me hit this. Let me just get my cigar going first.
It might take a minute. It's okay. Take your time. These people ain't got nothing else to do, right?
Yes, they do. They're here tuned in with us, and I want to make sure that they are entertained for the evening. Okay. How we sound, production manager? We sound good? We better now?
Today's date, June the 8th, right?
Today's the 8th. Yes, it is. Good, sir.
June is a great month. June is Father's Day month, right?
Yeah, that's next Sunday.
Is it already next Sunday?
Next Sunday, my brother.
Holy. Okay.
Yeah. Next Sunday.
To be a father.
It's a great time to be a father, right? Tell me about it. Oh, man.
We had an awesome show last week.
Something about it.
We lost our guest to an emergency, but we made it up. We still had a lot of fun together. What did we speak on? Oh, we had some off the wall things we spoke about. I recall.
Yeah. A little bit about everything. Yeah. Oh, so I know what it is. If you look outside, you see that wind high tearing up.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, so it might be, dealing with our signal.
I can't even read the words on the bottom. That's weird.
We still good though?
No, it looks terrible.
Well, guys, let us know If you can hear us,
if it's not good enough, we will
start over if we need to.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Choppy again.
Okay. It's not horrible, but I don't know what this sounds
Right,
like.
we're gonna keep it going though. We're just gonna keep it going.
If it gets bad, let us know, y'all. Though. Okay.
Yeah, please. So again, you're drinking what?
I got the Basil Hayden today. Thank you.
And I have the Weller,
as usual,
special reserve. Cool. So we talked about last week's show. But you know what time to talk about now? Sports. Sports.
That's still going on?
Semifinals, baby. It's the semifinals of the NBA. Tonight,
yes.
Atlanta plays the 76ers. They're up by 1 in the series.
They play today?
Huh?
They play today? Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
They play today.
I believe you.
You don't believe?
No, I believe you.
Yeah, we need to make sure.
Okay.
I don't want y'all talking about me like I said what did I say last time? The Bobcats.
That was funny.
You guys would not be talking about me, my brethren.
And I was like, they still the Bobcats? I went right along with it.
Yeah. That's how you're supposed to do. You're supposed to just keep going and just
look like
just
they
make
playing
it
right now. See,
I told you.
Oh, good.
Yeah, there we go. All
Production
right.
manager trying to throw us off.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Good though.
The Clippers and the Jazz, their first game is tonight.
Oh wait, you didn't tell me who's up in the series.
I did. I said they're up 1-0.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't listening then.
The Atlanta Hawks are up 1-0 against the Philadelphia 76ers.
I hope y'all listening.
But they're losing right now, 20-33. It's okay. Also tonight we have the Clippers and the Jazz. That's the first game of this series. Tomorrow we got Denver and the Suns. Denver's up by 1. And then we got BK, the Nets against the Bucks on Thursday. BK is up by 2.
Okay.
Two
good teams though, right?
Yeah.
I like BK and the Bucks, man.
Most definitely. Also, we have a little baseball. We're gonna talk about
baseball.
Always 180.
It'd be December 31st and there's baseball though, for some reason.
Oh man, definitely. Let's see so we can see beautiful people's comments and everything.
Hello, everybody.
American League of the Major League Baseball. Tampa Bay is still number 1, followed by the Red Sox, the White Sox, the Oakland A's, and then the Astros. Then we go to the National League. We have the Giants, the Padres, Dodgers, Bruins, and the Mets. All right.
I heard you say White Sox, so that was great.
I did. I didn't say Cubs this week.
Absolutely not. Did you get to the National League or no? You did.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I think they're number 6 or 7, something like that. We're going to talk a little bit about soccer just real quick. I'm going to go through the East and the West. Okay. I'm going to start with the West.
How many soccer fans we got out there, by the way? Let us know.
Let's go.
I know y'all just became fans when they yelled Atlanta United, but whatever. It's all good.
Hey, let's be a fan of something, right?
Let's be a fan
of something. How's the music, good people? Let's see. Soccer West. Number 1 is Seattle, Kansas City, LA, Colorado, and then Houston. On the East side, New England, Philly, Orlando, New York, and then Montreal to be number 5. And those Atlanta United are number 8 right now.
Oh, number 8. That's not a good number.
It's not a bad number either, but it's not the greatest number. So, hey.
We got some fans watching us. That's awesome. I love y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Appreciate it.
Oh,
good.
Are we? Any other sports?
Nah, I left sports there because there's a lot of other stuff we could talk about.
There's all
Julio getting traded to the Titans, and we could talk about.
I thought you said Coolio. I was like, hold up, bro.
You showing your age.
He might be just a little old. I was like, wait, is it Coolio's son?
I mean, there's a lot in sports going on. There's an uproar about a vehicle that was purchased for a NFL football owner.
It's true. Yeah.
There's an uproar about that.
Robert Kraft.
There's a lot of trades.
That was your boy Jay-Z, man.
That was your boy McMills.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, what can you do?
And Ruben. Anyway. Hey, listen.
It probably couldn't fit inside the parking spot anyway, so.
You're right. There's a customized Bentley for those that don't know. Anyway, there's a whole bunch of other trades, being spoke of. Yeah. Aaron Rodgers, and I mean,
they ain't doing that.
Yeah, I know. It's just a little bit of everything going on right now. It's crazy.
Tennis is going on. We got which tennis match we got going on right now?
You tell me.
I don't know.
I didn't look up tennis this week.
Oh well. Guess we won't talk about tennis today.
Well, boy, my partner over here, I tell you. Not my partner, my partner. My partner in there. We did have a very hilarious fight on on Sunday evening.
It was your boy Mayweather.
Yes.
Yeah. I know everybody saw the little video clip.
Boy, no, there was numerous videos of it. I actually waited until it was over and I watched it on YouTube. The whole thing.
You saw the whole thing?
I saw the whole thing on YouTube.
How was it? Was it entertaining? I did not watch it. I only saw a couple clips.
I will say this: it was interesting.
How much he get paid for this?
He say $100 million.
What? See, this is why people don't love boxing.
Well, it's not that.
I know.
It's about social media.
Yeah.
Right. And that's the world that we're in right now. So
you get the women to tune in. You got the game on lock. So.
You're right. Did you hear about the new collaboration between Converse and Nike for the Space Jam joints?
I did hear about that.
Okay.
I think I heard about it from you though.
You probably did.
Probably halfway alive.
No. It's right here. See,
I know.
Bow.
I saw that. Yep.
See, I was researching today. I was up on my game. But we got
Space Jam, a new legacy.
We actually got a good show today.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it, actually.
We can get it going. You want to?
Well, wait.
You do have a fact.
We got to do our Black History fact.
Gotcha.
And today is special. It's not a special day, but it is relevant to my Black History fact for today. So let me pull it up real quick. All right. On this day in 1982, your boy Leroy. I know you weren't expecting no name Leroy, was you?
Leroy.
Just because it's a Black History fact. Leroy.
Anyway, go ahead.
Robert Satchel Paige. He passed away on this day, June 8th, 1982. Now, he was born on July 7th, 1906. So at the age of 75 years old is an old dude. So let's see. Hall of Fame baseball great, not basketball, sorry. Baseball great. Satchel Paige died on June 8th, 1982 in Kansas City, Missouri at age 75. Paige was the first player in the Negro Leagues to pitch in the World Series during 1948. He was also the first player from the Negro Leagues to be inducted in the National Baseball Hall of Fame in 1971. After a legendary professional career in the Negro Leagues, Paige was signed as the oldest rookie in the Major League Baseball history in Major League Baseball history at age 42 with the Cleveland Indians. Now that is something that is just impressive to me.
Most definitely.
Paige also became the oldest player in Major League Baseball history at age 59. 59. That tells you the skills this man had, right?
Yeah, he was amazing, evidently.
He celebrated his birthday by throwing 3 shutout innings for the Kansas City Athletics.
Wow.
Many consider Paige to be the greatest pitcher of all times in professional baseball. The great Joe DiMaggio said of Paige's pitching, the best and fastest pitcher I've ever faced.
Hey.
So we're going to give it up for Paige.
All right.
That is awesome. There we go.
Oh, before we continue, shout out to Cigar Porn, LSF, John Williams, Christina Morgan, for these lovely shirts I'm rocking, supporting our people. Absolutely appreciate y'all.
Looking fresh today.
Yeah.
I love it. Thank y'all again.
Yeah, what's that?
So today we got a new show for y'all. I know you saw the flyer. I know you. That's why you're here checking in with us. We're gonna talk a little real estate today.
We are.
And let us bring our guest in.
We got a guest in?
That would be awesome.
Let's get
and then we'll introduce her when she comes on.
Let's do that. I'll let you do it.
Okay.
He looks so okayish right there.
Anyway, I agree. Y'all should see the actual Zoom feed. It looks way better. We actually look handsome on Zoom. All right. Welcome to the Mega Quan Show, Miss Pheloundashea Copeland. You might have to unmute yourself, though, in order to talk to us.
Oh, it's magic. How's that?
Perfect. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining the show today.
It is indeed my pleasure. Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Will you please give us a brief introduction of yourself and just let us know what
Absolutely.
you do?
So I'm a real estate agent. I've been licensed since 2018. And before that, I spent 16 years in a career in IT, project management, teaching IT. So from a very methodical and process-driven background. So really, believe it or not, real estate was a great transition and keeping things on track. But that's the short version. And just real simply, one of the things I'm gifted in is teaching. And I've been able to translate that into real estate as well.
So, how come I didn't know you? Did I know you were in IT?
We've talked about it briefly. Yeah.
Okay. Then just blame it on my
No
horrible
problem.
memory. So there you go. But it's good because you give me a path. Maybe I'll go into real estate.
Oh, we can always talk about it now. I will make an appointment to talk about real estate.
And invoice you. Just make sure you invoice not the Mega Quan Show, but
that part.
The consultations are free.
Hey, there you go. There you go. We'll talk about it as the Mega Quan Show.
Absolutely. That's right.
Oh, man. So what led you into real estate?
Truthfully, I was fed up with IT. I could write a book about it. And are we in a position where I could tell the truth about why I left? Is that where we are?
Absolutely. Please be open and honest.
Oh my God. I could write a book about the white male ego in IT.
Hey, there we go.
And most of my careers, anything in IT has been dominated with men. So I got integrated with women the day I showed up. And that was it. So, I know how to take that in stride, but after a while that can wear on you.
Right.
And in more ways than probably is not the topic today, but it can wear on your psyche.
Okay.
And so I was over it, but I didn't have a plan. And I was over it 3 years before I ever resigned. I left on my own terms. I gave a 60-day notice, trained everybody I wanted me to train.
You're one of those nice people.
Yes. But I was good at what I did. So they wasn't, when I turned in my letter, they didn't take my badge and my laptop and walk me to the door. They were like, so what do you need for these next 60 days? Yes. So I always operate in integrity. I can say that with a surety. That's how you can leave 60 days later when you want to leave. But I didn't have a plan at first. And I can't say that my plan was rock steady when I left, but I did have a great, phenomenal support system.
Okay.
I did some things I got rid of bad credit and readjusted the good credit when I knew it was on my mind. I split my car note into 2 payments. I adjusted my lifestyle dramatically, added up how many months I need to live, put that I quit money in the bank, and I was out. And real estate wasn't even in my vocabulary when I left.
Okay.
And that was in 2016. There was 2 very pivotal people in my life that coached me in just the mindset to get into real estate. One is a very good friend, Stephanie Smith, and another one is Tamara Mutri, in polar opposite positions in my life, but both speaking the same message to me. And they both pretty much said, Shay, you can do this. You will be great at it. Gotcha. And once their belief in me transitioned into my belief in me, I did it. I love it. And I'm very passionate about it.
Okay.
So you got in 2018.
Yes.
What did you start with in 2018? What did you become?
I did what my broker told me to do. I mean, whatever she said do, because I also used to teach IT. So I used to tell my students, you don't have a way. This is not a democracy. We're not voting. So I applied the same thing when my broker told me what to do. I don't have a way. It's not a democracy. And I did what she told me to do. Okay. And if she said, she said, pass out, this is just one thing. She said, pass out your business cards everywhere you go. My first client was a lady I met in the food court at the Atlanta airport.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
My first closing was an open house at new construction 2 houses the new construction couldn't sell, all because the houses didn't have an island. I did an open house in a weekend because my broker asked them if you could do an open house. They paid for everything. I just showed up and closed a new construction open house on a unit that they couldn't sell because it didn't have an island.
That's ridiculous.
Wow.
And I led with that. Like, we're not gonna fall out about an island, okay?
Okay.
So they call you the super realtor then, huh?
Depends on who you're talking to. Yes.
So what's important is most people, for those that don't know, what market are you in right now? People need to know where you're located.
So first, primarily residential. And I will tell you, like I tell everybody that asks that question, my license says Georgia. It don't say 404. It don't say 678. It says Georgia. However, I can primarily say my business has been on the west side. A lot of Douglasville is how I got paid my whole first year in real estate. I live on the east side, so I don't trip about driving.
Because they
I don't trip. Yeah, exactly. And in real estate, huh?
No, go ahead.
Yeah. And in real estate, when you do it full time, you eat what you kill. So yes, you leave from the east side and you drive to the west side to open these doors.
That's right, because the west side is popping. A lot of people don't know about the west side. You know, you talk about Atlanta, you talk about Decatur, College Park, you talk about Gwinnett, you talk about
they
all
sleeping on the west
areas,
side.
but they don't know about the west side. Who lives on the west side?
Studios on the west side. I'm just saying.
Studios on the west side. A lot of things on the west side. So yeah, a lot of people sleep on the west side. West side has it going on. And for those that don't know, Douglasville is a nice area to live in.
It is.
Tyler Perry just bought his land here and created his super empire.
Yeah. So again, don't get stuck on. Let me say this real quick. Atlanta's closed. There's no more room. There's no more room.
Come. We good.
But if you do decide, understand, Atlanta actually only consists of inside of the perimeter. Everything on the outside of the perimeter, where a lot of people live, is not really Atlanta. It's
not Atlanta proper. Correct.
Right. It's not Atlanta proper. You live on the outside of Atlanta if you live outside the circle. Oh, and if you don't know what that means, just Google it on the map and you'll see there's a circle around Atlanta, and then anything on the inside is Atlanta. Outside is not Atlanta.
It's like a gang. There's the IT peers and the OT peers.
Oh yeah, and it's something that don't cross.
Yes.
Yeah.
Inside the perimeter, outside the perimeter, for y'all people who don't understand.
Yeah, OTP and ITP. Yeah. So
how's business going for you? Is it wonderful?
Business is whatever comes after wonderful. Okay. Like in the pandemic, when it first started, we didn't know what to think. Like, nobody had been in this pandemic before. This had never existed. And I was fortunate enough to connect with a group that was like, well, we just gonna pivot. So 2020 was my best year ever in real estate.
Yes. I love to turn up. That's what I'm talking about.
Thank you. A lot of people sat down, folded their arms, poked their lips out, and was like, well, I'm going to just wait. I truly got to the grind. I put on my mask. I follow all the CDC guidelines, and we kept it moving. I still had open houses. I never put people in my car as a practice in the first place, so we still driving in separate cars.
There you go.
Whatever I needed to do, but 2020 was my best year in the pandemic. Now, 2021 is a whole different animal. Because we're still in a pandemic. However, this market is inundated with buyers that are ready with cash. That's a whole nother conversation. I don't know if we're going to get there, but buyers are ready.
Oh yeah, listen,
cash.
Somebody from out of town today, before I even put the flyer up today, reached out to me, was like, hey, I have a job with a big company and I need to move there. I've already been approved for this. I need you to help me. And I was like, well, you need to look at our podcast tonight, because that is exactly what we're talking about.
Yes.
So I would definitely pass that information on if they don't reach out to you directly because they're watching the show. Okay.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So, this is a buyer's market right now, from what I understand. I mean, a seller's market. I'm sorry. A seller's market. Yes, that's what I meant to say. A seller's market.
And the prices are becoming, I can't say they're becoming unattainable, because I promise you,
people are buying.
People's buying every last house there is.
Yeah.
Let me say this. I just had this conversation today. It's not a zero-sum market. They buying and selling every day, even in the market that it is. It is quite a, put it like this, nobody alive that's been in real estate, even if they've been here 50 years, has never seen this market.
Yeah. It's
you could work at Publix and make $15 an hour and still buy a $250,000 house because of the interest rate.
Yeah.
The interest rate is incredibly low.
What are we talking about these days?
So FHA, believe it or not, it is also flipped. Conventional used to be better once upon a time in terms of interest rate, but FHA, you can still be below a 700 and still get 2.8, 2.9.
Ooh,
2 point. I've closed.
Is what you're telling me. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Told you.
So what has happened is the buying power is phenomenal. That's what's happening.
Okay.
There you go.
I'm sure cash talks all day though.
Cash always talks, but strategy is still key because cash deals get turned down every day.
So all money ain't good money.
Absolutely not. And you got to know, I just learned here's what 2021 taught us. There's a new trump card on the table. And if you play cards, spades, bid, whist, tongue, there's always a trump somewhere. And in real estate, the trump card has flipped. So most people that bought a house anywhere before 2020, once upon a time, what would win the deal is the highest offer, the actual offer amount. That is not what's winning deals today.
Oh,
really? What's winning?
That's what I said when I found out. Exactly.
What's winning deals?
The appraisal gap. So just one scenario, and I could give you hundreds, but one scenario,
please.
House was listed for $360,000. My client offered $400,000. I already prepared her for this appraisal gap conversation. So the seller wants to know, that's slick that you offer $400,000, but if it doesn't appraise for $400,000, whatever it appraises for, let's say it appraised for $375,000. Are you going to pay the difference of $25,000? The difference between the appraisal and what you offered. And many people are raising their hand to say yes.
Wow.
And if they can't do the whole gap of $25,000, they'll say, I can't do that, but what I will put in the deal is $10,000 above appraisal, $5,000. And some people say, no, I can't go into a negative equity situation. So no, I'm not putting any dollars, but I will pay. And sellers don't have to pay closing costs anymore. Not because they're having a fit and saying no. Buyers are like, you ain't even got to pay my closing costs. So the new trump card. So the deal, we lost that deal because we were he said it, you were the higher dollar amount, but the offer we took was the higher appraisal gap. So the second trump card is they're not calling you to negotiate anymore. They're not calling to say, well, Buddy said they could do 15,000. Can you do 15,000? They're not even having that conversation.
They said that we don't even have to play the game. We got somebody.
They're not negotiating. Counter offers are few and far between.
Wow. This is a different.
That's good to know, good people. That's. Did you hear that?
I did.
360, offer 400, appraised at 375. Yeah. So there's $25,000 to play with.
Extra.
And some people
that's cash money in your
pocket.
In your pocket.
And some people are saying, yes, I still pay that closing costs and everything. And people are still turning that down.
Yes.
Can they pay that under the table? I just wonder.
Wow.
That's an offline conversation.
Do they accept Dogecoin? Because I could pay it.
No, they don't. But I will say this: everything's negotiable. Depends on what's important to the seller.
Absolutely,
I'm sure.
So
everything has a price.
This is actually really interesting. Being in this market right now, the way it is, how long do you see this market going on? I'm so
glad you asked that question. Can I just address, there's an underbelly to that question where most people think, well, this bubble is going to burst. And when you say bubble, they think of 07, 08, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Oh, we lived it. I know it.
First of all, PSA, this is not that market. This is not that bubble. Is there a spike? Is there a trend? Is it probably not going to last forever? It's not going to last forever, but it is not that market. There's several indicators we can talk about, but the one indicator I'll give you is people are swimming in equity. I mean, swan diving in equity in their home. And as a matter of fact, those people in 2016, let's say you passed on a house that was $600,000. Nah, I'm gonna just wait on the market. You can't even afford that house right now.
Mm.
Yeah, that's true.
There's clients that I have had under contract right now since February. Her contract is for 256. Today, that same townhome is 277. So has she waited, you already blew your DTI. You're not in 277. You at 256. But
Mm.
because new construction goes up every 5, 6, or 7 contracts that they write,
Right.
the good side for her is her price is locked in, and she gonna close. It ain't even the front door in the house that she gonna have equity.
Wow.
That's a beautiful thing. So she didn't have to pay the extra 25K. She's like, I already locked it in, and I'm getting me some extra on it.
There you go. You walking in with cash on the pocket.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
See,
So
that's important.
So you don't see a big downturn coming up.
Oh, so when there will be I mean, it's the nature of the beast. There will be a
Right.
downturn, but people have that mindset of the crash and the bubble. And there are so many things that led to that crash. And here's a little fun fact: DeKalb County, Georgia was #1 in it. Just a little, there's a whole segment in real estate school about laws that exist because of what was happening in DeKalb County at that
Wow.
time. We led the pack for some reason. We just chose to be great right there.
Okay.
But because so many protections have been put in place, it won't even resemble that. The one thing that will level the market is when the interest rates go up. I mean, they're literally practically paying you to come get this mortgage
Right.
at 2%, at 2.9, at even 3.1.
Yeah, because if
We're
they're saying
closing.
that we're going to charge you 3%, but your house is going up in value at 5 or 6% or 10%
Exactly.
a year, you win it every
Exactly.
day.
So
Yeah.
the people who do pay the appraisal gap, they recognize that it might be a negative equity situation today, but so long as this market even sell 2 or 3 more houses on my block, I'm going to be back.
That's
And
right.
then eventually the flow. But the biggest thing that'll shift it will be the interest rate, because buyers have so much buying power that they've never had before.
Right.
Soon as this go to 5%, it's a wrap for a lot of people.
Yeah. I got a question about, because that's actually and let me just state this: if any of our audience has a question for Ms. Pheloundashea, please post it. We will get your questions in as we can. But I have a question for myself. The people who pay the interest gap, so the guy who paid the extra 25K,
Mhm.
then it shows that, okay, he paid, if it was 375 and he paid 400, that does that did it count as a $400,000 appraisal now, or no? Because he paid.
Oh no, the appraisal stays at 375. It just sold at whatever that percentage is, or that dollar amount above list price. No, it remains the appraisal.
So that's why I have maybe I just don't understand how that works, because like you paid above it, that means you thought it was worth it, and that's all it really comes down. Appraisal just means what you believe it's worth, right?
No.
Well, so that's just like if you go into a bidding war, right?
Mhm.
Like if you go into a bidding war for a house. So let's say the house was 375. That's what it appraised for. But the three of us want this house, and we keep
That's right.
going up and going up. And now all of a sudden it's at 400,000.
That means the house got to be worth 400,000.
No, it's worth 375. We just want it, so we're paying more for it.
But what I'm saying is, so correct. So we all went in, we bought a house for 400,000. Now the next person who's selling their house next door to me, or to next door to us now, they want the same thing. And so you're not gonna be able to get their house for 375.
Okay,
right?
so let's talk about how that affects them though.
Okay.
So what goes in the record is what it's sold for. So now your house is the new comp
That's
on
what
the
I'm saying.
block
There you
Right.
go.
for
That's exactly
their
what I'm saying.
appraisal. But it didn't change your appraisal.
Right. It doesn't change my appraisal, but now
that's the norm for the neighborhood.
The neighbor now gets my $400,000 appraisal.
Yes.
Got
And
it.
they need to say thank you, because they get
Absolutely.
they get to use that as a comp, especially if it's in a subdivision or within a half a mile. You the new comp on the board that they running as
As
the
long as
key
they
man.
invite me to the barbecue, we good.
Yeah. And there's a third trump card on the table. So just people think because they make the biggest, highest offer that's going to win. Sellers are savvy. Okay. Sellers are not, I assure you, they are not blown away because you made this high offer. There's questions that we as realtors are going to ask to determine and vet you and vet your lender. That's a whole other conversation. We're going to vet your lender. But the third thing is, if you selling your house, Quan, if you're getting ready to sell your house, everybody's number one question is, well, where am I going to go? I can't be homeless.
Right.
So buyers are like, long as we close, you can rent the house back from me.
Wow.
Wait, say that again.
Yeah.
Wait,
So buyers. So what happens is, I sell my house, but because people are buying houses so fast, I'm like, oh snap, I have nowhere to go.
Because now you're the buyer.
You're the seller. I bought it, but you're telling me you can rent the house from me.
Okay.
Yes.
At a higher rate.
So they're renting out the house back to the person that they bought it from.
Sure.
That's called gangster. That is gangster. There is a question though. Let's talk about this question. The question is there an advantage to purchasing land and having a house built on it versus purchasing a home?
I assume they mean a pre-built home.
A pre-built home, yes.
Yeah. So an advantage would really depend on your situation. It would depend on your why. Did you inherit that land? And is it family land? Did you clear the timber on that land and now you made money on the land? And are you prepared for the time that it's going to take? That is a whole other ball of wax. Are you prepared?
Yeah.
It just depends on your fortitude. Okay.
Yeah.
It also allows you to create a custom home.
It allows you to create a custom home, control the build and the builder.
Yeah. But there's a lot of other things, a lot of additional costs that a lot of people don't think about, like sewage,
utilities underground,
time, everything. See, the price just to run sewage from your piece of land to the main road. We talking, 30, 40, $50,000 just for that alone. You ain't even started breaking ground yet. And you got to have sewage. You got to have utilities. Unless you're living off the grid, that's something totally different.
And if you have the money, you can buy a land with the house on it and knock that thing down. Remember old girl, Tiger Woods' wife?
That's different kind of money.
she knocked down like a $60 million home.
It wasn't that much, but yes, exactly. Still, it was more than what we can afford, or at least me.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
It would depend on your end game too. Is it about legacy? Are you gonna because you still are you paying cash? Are you getting a construction loan? And if you do, the construction loan then needs to convert to a mortgage. So you have a lot more control over the pricing in terms of at least how you and the builder interact. Okay. So the bulk of that will be, yes, is it land that already has the utilities and sewage, and what is it zoned for? That's so there's pros and cons to it. It just depends on how patient you are and how much resources you have.
Resources is everything.
Getting a house built is no joke, by the way.
It's no joke, but when you have resources,
oh yeah, you can.
I know you
have patience and resources, right?
I know you. You do.
That's
you have
right.
an electrical company.
Absolutely.
Our production manager has. He's a carpenter, so he.
You're a carpenter now.
I'm just saying.
I didn't know.
But if you don't have those things, boy, you just go into Joe Blow and be like, hey, listen, I got this house. It's just like in my industry, you can have an event. And it's one price, but as soon as you tack on the word wedding, it's 4 times that price.
People like, wait a minute, I'm just bringing in a priest. Okay, come on, man.
Exactly. Listen, we would love for you to stay on with us and be a part of our after show, and answer any other questions and everything. What'd you say? Hold on. No. Make him say it.
Okay. Our production manager gonna speak.
So how can our guests find you?
So first, is my name spelled correctly? Because it's my name everywhere. It's Pheloundashea Copeland on Facebook, and on IG it is at realtor_Pshea.
There you
and
go.
They can always call me or text me at 678-465-7805. I'll say it again. 678-465-7805.
Business people.
We want to share your information, so
okay, thank you.
That people can get in contact with you.
Now I got a question. How do I get in the studio? What's that about? How do I get where y'all are?
Hey,
we can have a whole nother real estate show.
Hold on, we can. Being that you be on the west side, that's perfect. You can come whenever you like.
Oh yes, I would love to.
We're here every Tuesday
over there
at 8:15.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yes, you could definitely, and you never know, you might get the benefits of real men cook. So hey,
that part too.
That's one of my love languages, Quan.
there we go. There we go.
We always got the cocktails on deck.
Oh yeah, as the bar
Yes, I know.
turns, we doing it. We doing it.
Okay.
So listen, I'm gonna put you back in the waiting room, and then we're gonna
Okay.
close out the show.
Do we have any more questions before we go?
Well, we're gonna have everybody come to.
I hope they come. Y'all
Well,
need to
yeah.
show up.
All right.
Okay. That's right. We're gonna
post the link right now.
Can you copy it?
Oh, do you have any last words for our guests that are on right now?
Yes, I know some people. There's a lot of people out here thinking Zillow is their real estate agent. God bless you, but Zillow has not come to your house to see all the fly stuff you've done to your floors, your windows, your HD lighting. You really need at least the consultation of a realtor. It's the biggest purchase most people will make in their life, purchase or sale. At least consult a realtor, ideally me. But if not, at least let me refer you to one that will work for you. All right. Thank you.
Thanks.
There you go. All right. So we're gonna get ready to close out this show. We appreciate you.
Please hang around if you would.
Oh, it's my pleasure. And
Oh,
thank
that
you for
part.
having me. I'm gonna make it to the west side over there though.
Okay.
There we go.
We love it.
Good people. We appreciate you all for being a part of the Mega Quan Show. As always, if you would like, share, follow,
Please.
tell a friend to tell a friend, be a part of the conversation.
Yes.
Don't forget, we're here every Tuesday at 8:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We also have recipes going up every Thursday from As the Bar Turns.
For sure.
And check out Smoking Vibes every Sunday at 10 p.m. If you missed this Sunday, you missed a good reggae edition of Smoking Vibes. We were jamming.
It was dope. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. It was.
I had a good time.
It was fun. So you can always check out the shows, leave comments. We still, if it's next week and you decide to comment on this show, we will respond.
Absolutely.
Again, everybody that's watching, if you would please take the time, go to our YouTube channel and subscribe.
Please.
At The Mega Quan Show, TheMegaQuian Show. Any last words, production manager?
Watch those videos, y'all, too. Watch the videos. Especially like these shows we got a lot of great talent out here.
The Zoom link is pinned in the comments. And just as a reminder, if you're an Apple user, you have an iPhone or whatnot, it may say that your browser doesn't support it if you're trying to watch on the phone. Just hit copy link and then paste it into Safari or into a browser, and that will get you right into the Zoom. So if you're an iPhone user.
And we will also have this posted on the Mega Quan Show page for the after show. Please join us. Pheloundashea is gonna be there to answer your questions. If you need a real estate agent, contact her. Just appreciate y'all for checking in, tuning in every week. We love y'all.
Appreciate y'all, good people.